The dollar is being dumped by many nations. Iran officially sets date. Now, there are many nations out there that are dumping the dollar and bypassing the dollar completely. We have China, we have Russia, we have many other nations that are doing the same. We see Iran right now announced way back that they were going to be dumping the dollar. They're not going to be using it for oil trade. And we see that Iran's governor of the central bank, well, he announced the decision on a television interview on January 29th that the country it will be dumping the dollar. And this change, well, it's official right now. It's going to be dumped on March 21st. And it will impact all official financial and foreign exchange reports. And we can see right now that other countries most likely will follow. They understand the dollar is at its end stage right now. And of course, they're all blaming this on Trump's ban, which is really not a ban. It's a temporary stay for 90 days to get vetting processes in place. But of course, Iran at the time wasn't concerned about the United States going into all these different countries like Libya, Lebanon, Yemen, Iran, Syria, having change of government or trying to change governments. But as soon as Donald Trump came up with, we're going to have this ban or this temporary stay on who we let into the country from certain countries that we already had regime change in, they had a problem with it. Well, that's not really true, because back on February 15th, we could see already that there was an article in the Huffington Post, and this is February 15th of 2016. Iran plays and backstabs the U.S. Iran dumps dollar in trade. And we already knew, going back to this point in time, that Iran was getting ready to have trade without the dollar, not use the dollar. And we need to remember one thing that's very important here, is that the global markets right now, oil is mainly purchased and sold in U.S. dollars. OPEC countries account for 42% of global oil production, holding 73% of the world's oil reserves. And the U.S. dollar is the currency that they mostly use. Now, when these countries stop using the dollar and they decide to dump it and not use it for oil trade, and this is what the globalists are afraid of, well, these dollars are going to flood back to the United States, which means we're going to see hyperinflation here. We'll have a lot of currency, which devalues the currency, which then it will make it look like that things are priced much, much higher. And we can see right now we are on that path where the dollar is doomed. Countries realize it, and many more will start dumping the dollar. Now, you can hear more of all of this in the full report, which is on the X22 Report YouTube channel. And those reports are Monday through Friday, one on Sunday, and they're between 6 and 7 Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to listen to incredible interviews, you can go to the X22 Report Spotlight YouTube channel, where you can hear interviews with Cliff High, you can hear interviews with David Morgan, you can hear interviews with Michael Snyder, you can hear interviews with David Stockman, Jim Rickards. So head on over to the X22 Report Spotlight YouTube channel, and you can hear all the interviews there.